Hey guys, D-Sol back here in the Nerd Cave with part 2 of my 2021 movie collection videos. If you missed part 1, check it out in the link in the description below. That's when we went through my DVD collection. Now for the next couple parts, we'll be going through my boutique labels. In 2020, my collection skyrocketed. It just went crazy. Probably doubled, if not tripled, my collection. Ton of different sales going on throughout the year, and it really isn't slowing down in 2021 either. So I thought it'd be a good opportunity just to kind of do these videos and show off my collection at the beginning of the year and compare them maybe, at the end and see how it looks. So for this one, we'll be doing Vinegar Syndrome. I've started seriously collecting Vinegar Syndrome over the last 2 to 3 years, mostly at horror movie conventions. At Monster Mania, they always had a table there, and I'd always pick up a couple titles every time I went to a convention. I'd probably go to 2 to 3 a year. With the conventions not happening in 2020, I took advantage of a lot of the sales. And with Vinegar Syndrome, as you know, they have those two big sales, the halfway to Black Friday sale and the Black Friday sale. So I kind of went crazy with those and, kind of justified it. And I've talked about this in previous videos. I've kind of justified it because, I'm not spending the money on going to these conventions with, 2 to 3 day conventions with hotel. Setting aside what you're spending at the convention is a ton of money. So I want to say at the end of the day, I'm still up compared to what I would be if I actually went to conventions. So at least that's how I like to justify it. And I think we all kind of do that a little bit. But yeah, let's just get right to it. So this is the Vinegar Syndrome collection. And the way it's set up is, and let me know in the comments below how you guys do it. I have so the first two is Slaughterhouse and Hell Comes to Frogtown. And as you know, with these are kind of the packaging on these are pretty unique. So I have these here at the end. And then here's the VSA line. And I have that categorized by number, the number of the release. And then from here on, in alphabetical order, I have the slipcases. And I have them in these protective cases. I definitely recommend getting these if you can. I know Vinegar Syndrome sells them on their site for like, I don't know, $2 or $3 a pop. I got them in eBay for like 100 for like $70. So it's definitely worth it if you're getting them in bulk to go that route. And then when you get down here, the non-slips, I have these in alphabetical order. So let's actually start up here with the box sets. I have that clearly separate from the other ones. First one up is the Beastmaster. This is the first of the VSU line. Really great packaging. And for this video, I'm not going to do a deep dive into the packaging, unboxing them, any of that stuff. I've done that in previous videos, so just kind of check out the channel for that stuff. But this, I think, is probably, and I said it in a recent video, that I think this is probably one of the best releases of the year in 2020. One of the better, if not best, Vinegar Syndrome release of the year. Really great packaging. It's, like I said, it's their first VSU line, #1 in the series. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how that series progresses and what other releases they have. Next one up is the Amityville set. As you know, it comes with the 4 movies, Amityville Horror, The Evil Escapes, It's About Time, A New Generation, and Dollhouse. So yeah, again, I'm not going to really open these up, but the 4 Amaries are in here. And next one up is the Angel Collection. It's a 3-movie set. And last one is the Forgotten Gialli Volume 1. I do need to pick up Volume 2. I know Volume 3 is out already. And I know this specific box set, as well as the Angel set, are both sold out. Good thing with this one, though, they are selling them as individual Amaries if you want to pick up the movies. And now with this one, they just recently re-released this, but not in the box set. It comes, I think, in a standard edition with the 3 movies, just in one Amari. So if you missed out on those, you can still pick it up. Alright guys, I just hooked up the tripod real fast just because these movies are kind of hard to do with one hand. First one up is Slaughterhouse. And like I said, this one has a really unique cover. There's not many in the Vinegar Syndrome line that really have this. Some people like it, some people don't. I know the one complaint is that on the spine, it doesn't have a number. But it's pretty cool packaging. And then here's the movie. And the next one up is one of the titles I really like for Vinegar Syndrome, and it's Hell Comes to Frogtown with Roddy Piper. Again, the packaging is really cool here. Just opens up like this, and the movie is in here. Okay, now starting off with the VSA line. Now, I don't have every one of them. I am missing a couple. I'm missing Evil Town. I'm missing, there's like that Dr. Jekyll's Dungeon, whatever one that is. I forget which one that is. I think that might be number 6 in the series. Some of these I didn't pick up by design just because I didn't want to. I know some of them with Vinegar Syndrome, as you know, they're sometimes hit or miss. And I know some of those movies weren't the best, so I kind of hold off on just getting ones that I really want. So the first one up is Savage Harbor, otherwise known as Death Feud. Vice Academy 1 to 3. It's definitely one of those USA Double Night specials back in the day. Savage Dawn with Lance Hendrickson. Hellriders. I believe Adam West is in that one. LA Wars. I know this one is sold out, and I was lucky enough to pick it up at the last Black Friday sale. My brother-in-law picked this up in the halfway to Black Friday sale when it first came out, and we watched it, and it's great. It's like such a 90s cheese fest. Really great release. If you can get your hands on it, I'd recommend it. Martial Law, Part 1 and Part 2. Action USA. And I know this sold out really quick, but I believe MVD is coming out with this now in their line. So if you missed out on the Vinegar Syndrome release, you can pick it up with MVD. Or if you pick up both and you're a completionist, I guess you're stuck with 2 copies, but we've all been there. Now we're getting into the slipcovers. Now, again, I'm not going to really break into these, especially with these covers on them. First one up is Berserker. Beyond Evil. Beyond the Door 3. Blood Games, great release. Christmas Evil, which has become a Christmas time staple. It's really up there with Silent Night, Deadly Night. Deadline. Demonoid. Don't Panic. I know the Vinegar Syndrome just had their Valentine's Day sale, and they had the pajamas for sale that this guy wears in the whole movie, the dinosaur pajamas that went out of stock. It's on eBay now for $100, which is crazy. Evils of the Night. Flesh-Eating Mothers. Dolly Dearest. Don't Go in the Woods Alone. Fade to Black. I believe this is kind of dwindling in numbers for the limited edition slip. I know the second slip cover, I think, last I checked, still has like over 1,000 left. Hard Soap. Hellmaster. Let My Puppets Come. Which I think finally, the slipcover on this finally just sold out during the Valentine's Day sale. Malabimba. Night Train to Terror. I really like this one. It's, for those who've seen it, you know the song that they sing throughout the entire movie, and it just gets in your head. Nightmare Sisters. Linnea Quigley. Olivia. Pale Blood. Pretty decent 80s vampire movie. Kind of trippy. Pandemonium, spoof movie, something that I watched years ago as a kid. As soon as I saw that Vinegar Syndrome was releasing this, I pre-ordered it, and I'll be honest, it doesn't hold up, unfortunately. Still glad I have it, but it doesn't hold up. Party Line, pretty good movie. Patty Hearst. Pledge Night. Psychic Killer. Really cool slip. Splatter University. This, I think, and I know my brother-in-law is watching, so let me know if I'm wrong, because you were there. I'm pretty sure this was my first Vinegar Syndrome pickup at Monster Mania about 3 years ago, if not longer. I didn't even know what Vinegar Syndrome was, and he recommended this movie. So, thanks, Jim. Thanks. Rad, 4K release. Spookies. Shout out to Josh for the slip. Mortalizer. The Candy Snatchers. The Severed Arm. Unmasked Part 25. This is a spoof movie as well, but I have not watched it yet. Witch Trap. Linnea Quigley's in this one as well. And the last slipcover edition is Wonder Woman. Now we're going to get into the ones without slips. First one up is the Volume 4, the 5 Films, 5-Year Collection, Horror and Exploitation. Blood Hook. I know this slip is coveted, goes for a crazy amount of money, so probably never going to have that in the collection. Count Dracula's Great Love. It's okay. It kind of feels like an old Hammer movie. Cutting Class, a young Brad Pitt. I do enjoy this one. Although there's really no guesswork in this one. When you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about. Death Row Game Show. I know a lot of people don't like this. I think it's pretty funny. I actually really enjoy it. Graduation Day, pretty solid early slasher. Lost Films of Herschel Gordon Lewis. Ice Cream Man, another slip that's pretty hard to find. Incubus. Jack Frost, another slip, has an awesome lenticular. This has also become a Christmas favorite. Madman, early release. Massage Parlor Murders. Mausoleum. Another Linnea Quigley special, 2-movie pack, Murder Weapon and Deadly Embrace. Murder Weapon is terrible. Haven't watched Deadly Embrace yet. My Chauffeur. Psycho Cop Returns. Sugar Cookies, which is actually an early Lloyd Kaufman movie. Trip with the Teacher. And last but not least, A Cat on a Boat, Uninvited. Just picked this one up recently, haven't watched it yet. Okay, guys, so that's my Vinegar Syndrome collection. Let me know in the comments below, what do you have? Part 3 is going to go into my Scream Factory, which is right under there. And yeah, so again, feel free to like, subscribe, share. Until next time, see you in the Nerd Cave. And how can I forget my Vinegar Syndrome air freshener?